why does this tag feels like midterms? You know, it's like the middle of the semester. This is part of your grade. Everybody is required to do the mid-year freak out tag. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Mia. Thank you for tuning in. Back another week for Select Pages, where I am doing the, if you saw the intro, the mid-year freak out tag. I can't believe we are already in the ending of June, about to go into July. I can literally remember ringing in the new year. Time is going by so fast. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the tag today. I will, of course, link the original creator down below, so go ahead and check that video out. And without further ado, before I start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit up the like button, and all that other stuff that we always ask you guys to do if you want to stay tuned for more videos from me. So please make sure to do all those things, okay? All right, now let's jump into the tag. Question 1, best book you've read so far in 2018. Okay, so I couldn't decide, so I had to go with 2, and I got all my books piled over here, so that's why I'm reaching back and forth. And I was going to have to go to God's Grave by J. Kristoff and Children of Blood and Bones by Todi Adeyemi. I loved both of these books so freaking much. It just was like unbelievable how much I love these books this year. Question 2, best sequel so far. That again is going to have to go to God's Grave by J. Kristoff. Yeah, I loved book 1 and book 2 just as much. There's just so much I can say about that, but this is not what the tag is about, so moving on. Number 3, new release you have read. New release you haven't read but want to this year. And that's going to have to go to City of Brass. I did start this book, but I was in a major slump and I just couldn't get into the story, so I had to put it down. But I did intend to pick it back up, and I still intend to pick it back up. I just don't know when. Question 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. That is hands down Dark Dawn, Queen of Era Darkness by Cassandra Clare, and Dark Dawn, you know, is by J. Kristoff, and Becoming by Michelle Obama, which is her memoir about being First Lady of the US of A. Number 5, biggest disappointment has to go to, and I don't have the copy, Red Rising. I was so disappointed in Red Rising because everybody loved it. Everybody loved it, and I just didn't see the hype in it. Another one was The Fault in Our Stars, which I know is an older book, but it was another one of those like, oh, such a tearjerker, you gotta read it, and it's so fabulous. And it was just like, oh, what is this? And the third one would have to be An American Marriage by Tahari Jones, I think. I want to say, I will of course have it on the screen here. Which could have been such a powerful story, but it was like very lackluster for me. And I do have reviews for all 3 of those books, which I will link down below if you want to hear more thoughts about that. Number 6, biggest surprise would have to be Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I can't believe how much I love this book. And this was another book that I had wound up DNFing in the beginning of the year and then picked it back up because the hype was so, oh my God, it's so amazing. And it was very, one of those books where, like I said, you would think it would have been much better to have if it was written a couple of years ago. And I mean many years ago, like when I was in high school, when all of this was still pretty new and people wasn't as outgoing and coming out as they was now. So I thought it was a really cutesy read, which I will link the review down below because I do have a review for this one also. So make sure to go check that out. Favorite new author, debut, or that's new to you. Now, I don't think I read any new debut authors, but for me, this would have to go to Leanne Moriarty for the author of Big Little Lies. I absolutely loved her work. I loved that book. Once I read that one, I went and read mostly all of her other books too, and I loved each and every one. So I think she's an awesome writer. Yeah, and I will continue to read her work. Number 8, newest fictional crush would have to go to Nate from Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. He was the quiet, quirky, shy, weird writer character in that book. And I'm all for guys that's like that. It's just, they're just so cute to me. It's like, you're so cute and awkward. I love you. So definitely him. Number 9, newest favorite character would have to go with Alex from Magnus Chase. This is the third book in the Gods of Asgard series, Ship of the Dead. Alex was one of those characters. His character in the book, he was, I think, because they called it gender fluid, so he switches from both male and female qualities. He didn't really say he was male or female. It was just kind of like in the moment, whatever he was feeling, that's what he was. And he would like switch like the pronouns and all that stuff, which I thought was really cool, very interesting, because they'd be like, hey, what's up, bro? And she's like, all of a sudden she's like I'm a lady. Like, it was, if you read the book, you understand what I'm talking about, because I know I'm making like no sense at all. So yeah, definitely favorite character of all. I can't wait to see more of them. Question 10. Book that made you cry. Now, I didn't have a book that made me cry, but I did have a book that made me sad at the end, kind of sad. And that would have to be Leanne Moriarty's The Husband's Secret. Without giving away any spoilers, something does happen to one of the characters at the end that had me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. So like I said, if you read the book, you know. If not, check it out. It's actually a very good story. So we'll leave it at that. Question 11, book that made you happy, and that is going to be The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jenny Wang. Yeah, I just love the ending of this book. I've seen this floating around book 2 for a while now also, and I didn't even realize that it was a graphic novel. Would you consider this a graphic novel? And, oh, that was loud. And I just love the ending. Just a quick synopsis of the book is about a prince who likes to wear dresses, and of course he's not uncomfortable with telling everybody that's what he likes to do, and he hires the seamstress here, and she knows, and she makes all these wonderful dresses for him, and they just kind of go on this adventure from there. And I just absolutely love the ending. The ending just had me like, oh, I am so happy for them. So definitely pick this up, give it a read. I love this book. Very good. Question 12, favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. Okay, I don't watch a lot of movies. I barely watch a lot of television anymore. So I have not seen any book to movie adaptations yet this year. But I do want to see Love, Simon. I just haven't gotten around to actually sitting down and watching it. I watched a few of the trailers and some of the actual movie scenes. Like how they have like on YouTube or something, they have like a minute or two scene or whatever. I watched a bunch of those. And being that I already read the book, I know I'm not spoiling myself. So, and it definitely looks like a very cutesy movie. So, and everybody loved it. Like, I have not heard like one negative review about that movie. So, definitely before the end of the year, I will be watching that. Question 13, favorite review you done this year? Hands down, Scythe. Which I will link down below. I just had so much fun filming that, and I think that was like my first review where, well, no, not really, but it was my first review that I was really comfortable talking about my review, my opinions about the book, and without having to stop and start and think and pause. So definitely I think that was my best one thus far. Question 14, most beautiful book you've bought so far. And that again goes to Children of Blood and Bones. Before I even knew what this story was about and it was just being featured, the cover was just being featured, I was like, I want it. I don't care. It can be complete garbage. I want this book. I love this cover. One of the best covers ever to grace book 2, if you ask me. And question 15. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? And there are so many, so I kind of just narrowed it down to my recent reads. So my recent buys. So that is going to be Furyborn by Claire Legend. Yeah, no, I can't pronounce names. I'm done. Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. The Outsider by Stephen King. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexander Christo. And last but not least, Vicious by V.E. Schwab, which this book has been really hyped up again. I think because the sequel is coming out. It's been like so many years and she wrote the sequel to it, something. I don't know. I should have looked it up before I started filming, but definitely I want to read it now. I was going to give it a pass, but definitely I'm like, oh my gosh, like, ooh, I want to be a part of the hype. So I'm so silly. Anyways, Vicious, that's all that I need to read by the end of the year. And this is like a snippet of what I read. I still got books out the you know what that I need to read. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. For those of you who stuck around to the end, thank you so much for watching. And like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what other type of videos you would like to see here on this channel. I will catch you guys in the next video, okay? Bye, loves.